The darkest moments don't come with warning. They arrive quietly. When the noise fades, the lights go out, and you're left alone with the choices you can't undo. Night falls over the oil fields and everything feels still. Too still. This is not peace. This is the moment before everything breaks. In episode 6 of Landman, the silence speaks louder than explosions ever could. Deals have been made, lines have been crossed, and now the weight of it all settles in. What once felt like power now feels like a burden that won't lift. At the center of it all stands a man who has spent his life controlling chaos. He knows the land, the money, and the rules of this ruthless game. But tonight, none of that matters. Because when the calls stop ringing and the engines shut down, there is nowhere left to hide. Success has a price, and it always comes due in the dark. This episode slows the world down just enough to let the truth sink in. Every decision made in daylight casts a shadow at night. The faces may be gone, but the consequences remain. Trust feels fragile. Confidence feels forced. And the future feels uncertain in a way it never has before. This is not about winning anymore. It's about survival, emotional, moral, and personal. The oil still flows, the money still moves, but something inside has begun to crack. Doubt creeps in quietly, asking questions that can't be ignored. Was it worth it? And if the cost is your soul, do you even realize when you've already paid it? In this calm, something dangerous is growing. Because when a man reaches his lowest point, he doesn't stay still for long. The night isn't empty. It's watching. And by morning, everything will be different. The silence doesn't last long. Pressure starts to build, slow at first, then all at once. Every side is closing in. Old partners want answers. New enemies smell weakness. And the ground that once felt solid now feels like it could give way at any second. In this world, hesitation is seen as fear. And fear invites attack. Phones start ringing again, but the voices on the other end sound different now. Friendly tones are gone. Conversations feel sharp, loaded with hidden meaning. Promises made in the past no longer hold weight. Everyone wants something, and no one wants to wait. The rules are changing, and no one bothered to explain how trust becomes the most dangerous gamble of all. The people closest might be the first to turn. A single wrong move, a single word said too late, and everything can fall apart. Power shifts quietly, behind closed doors, in places where loyalty is just another tool to be used and thrown away. The land itself feels hostile. What once brought wealth now brings risk. Every deal carries a threat. Every handshake hides doubt. The pressure is not just from rivals, but from the system itself, a machine that keeps moving forward, no matter who gets crushed underneath it. This episode shows how quickly control can slip away. Strength is tested, patience is pushed, and mistakes become expensive. There is no safe ground anymore. Only choices made under stress, with limited time and no clear way out. As the walls close in, one truth becomes clear. This isn't a fight against one enemy. It's a fight against everyone and everything at the same time. And when pressure comes from all sides, something is bound to break. When the noise outside gets too loud, the real battle begins inside. This is where strength is tested, not by force but by truth. In episode 6, the fight is no longer about land or money. It's about identity. About looking in the mirror and not fully recognizing the person staring back. Every choice made in the past now plays on repeat. Moments once justified now feel heavy. The victories don't feel like wins anymore. They feel empty. Success has brought comfort but not peace. And the quiet moments are the hardest, because they leave room for doubt to grow. This is the dark night of the soul, the point where running stops working. There are no deals to hide behind, no power plays to distract from the truth. Just a man alone with questions that have no easy answers. How far is too far? And when does survival turn into something darker? The weight of leadership becomes crushing. People depend on him, but no one truly understands the cost. Every command leaves a mark. Every compromise takes something away. The line between right and wrong blurs until it's hard to tell which side he's standing on. Fear doesn't show itself as panic. It shows itself as hesitation, as silence. as the pause before a decision that can't be taken back. The thought creeps in, maybe the worst damage isn't happening outside, but within, this episode dares to slow down and let that pain breathe. It doesn't rush the moment. It lets the doubt sit, heavy and real. Because once a man reaches this point, there are only two paths forward. He either breaks or becomes someone new. Every road leads here. After the silence, the pressure, and the doubt, only one thing remains. A choice. Not a small one? Not a safe one. The kind of decision that cuts the story in half and leaves no way back. In episode 6, the future is shaped in a single moment. Even if no one realizes it yet, this is where hesitation becomes dangerous. Waiting is no longer an option. The world doesn't slow down for reflection, and mercy is in short supply. What's about to happen won't just fix a problem, it will change who he is forever. Because some choices don't just solve things. They rewrite the rules. The risk is massive. Everything built over years hangs in the balance. Power, respect, survival, all of it can be lost in one move. But doing nothing is just as deadly. Standing still in this world means getting buried under it. So the decision must be made, even if the cost is unbearable. This episode doesn't offer comfort. It offers consequence. Whatever path is chosen, someone will pay for it. Trust will shatter. Lines will be crossed. And once they are, there's no pretending they don't exist. The mask slips. The real nature is revealed. By the end of the night, the calm is gone for good. The storm is no longer coming, it has arrived. And when the dust settles, nothing will be the same. This isn't just another episode. It's the moment the season turns dark and the story moves forward with no mercy left to spare.